Have you ever tried to be normal while always knowing you were different? Me too. Do you ever wonder where your limitations came from? Like those things that you seem to get stuck on that you can't seem to get any change with? Like, like money, like business, like relationship, like stuff with your body, where you're like, how do I see other people having ease in these areas and I don't? Or how come they're getting success with this and I'm not? Well, one of the things that came up recently was this thing called plagiarizing. And basically, it's where you will take something from somebody else and claim it as your own. So let's say with money, for example, and we do this as kids. We do this as looking around going, how do I get along here? How do I deal with this place? And you'll look to usually your parents. I mean, I did a lot of that. One of the things for me was money. And I didn't grow up with money. Nobody around me had any ease with money. And one of the things that would show up all of the time was whenever money came up, there was always conflict. There was always fighting. So for me, I'd put down that money equals fight. Money equals conflict. I plagiarized that as my reality, thinking that that was the way you handle money here. So in growing up, I could never seem to make it, never seem to have any ease with it, never seem to have any. And then one day, quite a few years ago now, I was looking at this going, why can I not change this? You know those things in your life where you're like, why can I not change this? I don't get it. Yeah, well, that was going on, and I looked at it and realized this thing with conflict, but I didn't realize at the time this was something that I had plagiarized from the people around me when I was younger. I'd bought that as my reality, thought that was real and true for me, owned it as my own, and then wondered why I couldn't change it. And even now, you notice when you look around and you see, and you like say money, for example, still, because it's a hot topic, you see somebody having more ease than you with money, so you try and do what they're doing. You try and plagiarize them, take their reality with money and buy it as your own and wonder why it still doesn't work, even though they're having ease with it, or what appears to be ease with it. Well, how do you make something work for you that was never true for you to begin with? And this with this whole thing of being a misfit, this whole thing of being unique and different means you are the only one on this planet that knows what's actually true for you. And so what if in breaking that down, we looked at, okay, so what would be my reality with money? If I wasn't plagiarizing others, what would be my reality with money? If I wasn't plagiarizing others, what would my reality with my body be? If I wasn't plagiarizing others, how would I create a relationship or relationships in my life? So how many realities are you plagiarizing with money? Everything that is, times a godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. How many realities are you plagiarizing with regards to your body? Everything that is, times a godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. How many relationships are you, how many realities are you plagiarizing with business? Everything that is, times a godzillion where you destroy and uncreate it all. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, perverts and beyonds. So this came out a few weeks ago, and I've been looking at it with everything in my life and realizing and going, well, you really get to start seeing that what really is mine. Not much, but what really is true for me, and that's the joyful adventure, is going on that discovery of what's actually true for you and going beyond all of these places where we see that we need to plagiarize everybody else who seems, and this is the thing we've got to get, is it appears as if they're having more ease with something, but what if that's never going to work for you? What if the only thing that's ever going to truly work for you is getting to what is real and true for you? How do you get to that? Well, hopefully these videos will help, plus these tools will help. And it really is the journey. It really is a beginning with, you know what, no matter what it takes, I am going to find out, I'm going to discover, and I am going to live to the best of my ability what is true for me. Universe, consciousness, please show me the way with that. Please be patient with yourself with it. Please, be kind to you from the space of, you know what, I'm just gonna start finding this, what is true for me. So hopefully this contributes. Ask that, you know what, I'm not plagiarizing this shit anymore either. I'm gonna find out what's true for me. And what else is possible for you being as different as you are. Okay, bye-bye.